in example 2, we want to find cosecant of half of angle A, and we're given the information that cosine of angle A is equal to -1/2, and A is in quadrant 3, which means A is between 180, and 270. If I divide that by 2, so I can see where angle A over 2 is, that gives me 135 as my high value and 90 as my low value. So I know that angle A over 2 is in the second quadrant. So when angle A over 2 is in the second quadrant, and since we're trying to find the cosecant in angle A over 2, I know that that's going to be a positive value. Now we don't have a formula for cosecant of A over 2, so what we're going to do is find the sine of A over 2 and then take the reciprocal, because sine and cosecant are reciprocals. So I'm going to find the sine of A over 2. I'm going to use the positive square root because A over 2 is in the second quadrant and sine is positive in the second quadrant. So I'm going to do 1 minus cosine A over 2. So since cosine of A is -1/2, I'm going to have 1 minus -1/2 over 2, which gives me 1 plus 1/2 over 2. And then I'm going to clear the fractions by multiplying everything by 2. So I have 2 plus 1 over 4, which will give me the square root of 3 over 4, which I can simplify the square root of 3 over 2. Now this is equivalent to the sine of A over 2, so I know that the cosecant of A over 2 must be 2 over the square root of 3.